Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in today's video, we're going to talk about how it is so obvious that Zebec Network will be a big time player in this bull run. So, we're going to break it down in this video, but first, we're going to look at the overall market real quick. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice, only use risk capital, and I appreciate each and every one of you who support the channel. So, looking at the overall market real quick, Bitcoin has had like a little bit of a pullback, so down 3.7% over the last 7 days. And it's kind of attributed to a little bit of slight bit of turbulence in the market, but nothing too crazy. But again, a pullback to 105K for Bitcoin. And if we go and look at where we're sitting for Zebec Network, it has had a pullback. So this could be an opportunity for somebody that would potentially is looking for a good entry point or looking to acquire even more ZBCN. And as you can see, we were at its height, 0.006. I believe on some exchanges it got to 0.007, somewhere around there. And then we've had a pullback and over the last couple of days. So we had a pullback down here at 0.0042. And it looks like people bought this dip and it's trending back upwards. So, what has me feeling like it's so obvious that Zebec will be a big time player in this bull run? I think it's just like, again, like the consistent buying of the dip. When it does go down, it doesn't stay down long. People understand the value in ZBCN and want to continue to accumulate it because it's a real world asset. And again, the volume 105 million in volume over the last 24 hours. I'll take it. That to me shows like a healthy interest in the project when you see stuff like that. And if we go and look over to the holders, if we go and look over to the holders, it has been a steady increase, which we like to see. So steady increase in holders, 73, 73, went up to as high as 74,500. A slight pullback, but only like maybe like 200 holders, which isn't bad. So this leads me to believe that the growth trajectory of this project is still on par, despite a slight bit of people, and those might be traders. I would venture to say once those green candles come back, those 200 holders will most likely come back into the project or new holders will come on. We always see that. But again, with these projects, it's showing me, I'm just looking at the data. When the data is showing me heavy volume, holders have been continuing to increase since May, and it's heading in the right direction. And if we go over to, let's go over the Gronk. So, another reason why it is so obvious that this project has a lot of potential to go to the next level is I asked Gronk, give me a list of companies that have invested in Zebec Network. Circle, which is a big time player of USDC, and USDC, I'm sure it's going to play a big part in the Zebec Network. Coinbase Ventures, Solana Ventures, OKX Ventures, FinTech Capital, Gemini Frontier Fund. So a lot of big time players in the crypto space understand what they're doing. And what Zebec is trying to do is have payroll on the blockchain. So making it as easy as being able to be paid by the second. So imagine being able to see your funds accumulate by the second as opposed to waiting a week to get paid, 2 weeks to get paid, a month to get paid. But it says here, these investors have collectively contributed to Zebec Network's funding, which totals approximately 35 million. So that is a huge indicator for me. Just to see that alone is very impressive. And then if we go, I had a couple of tweets that I was looking at. I found this one pretty interesting. So this one here, Crypto Barrat, I think I'm saying that right. But this is pretty interesting. It's pretty much showing the top DeFi projects by social activity. And this is cool to see. You see Solana, XRP, Link, AVAX, and then ZBCN. So to be mentioned in social activity with the top projects in the game is an eyebrow raiser. This lets me know that there are a lot of people that are invested in ZBCN, interested about talking about ZBCN, and spreading the word across various social media platforms. So some nice numbers with engagement posts, and I'm sure this number is going to continue to increase as ZBCN continues on that path of increased holders. And then here, look at this, 1.1 million in interactions. Again, a ways to go, but the fact that it's mentioned in the same breath as some of these heavy hitters, and then projects like Vet, and then projects like HBAR, Gala. Um, this is very, very cool to see, and it shows me again with any project, attention is everything. If you are able to get other people interested or create intention, whether it's a post, whether it's a video you do, whether it's any type of word of mouth, any type of action on a social media platforms to get people engaged, is a game changer. So I thought that was cool. And then here, here is a post here, and it basically says, perfect time to position yourself, DCA, ZBCN. This is definitely a very healthy consolidation. Next time it hits the 0.007, it needs to break this resistance. If so, it's up from there. Yeah, like oftentimes here, let's go and look at the chart here. You'll see it with the chart. You'll have like a run up, then you'll have like a pullback down here, then another run up, trying to retest that, trying to get close to that 007 and break through it. That is where we're at. We had a pullback again here, trying to retest and trying to get past that 0.007 on a consistent basis and establish a new floor. So over the last month, that's kind of how we've been. But again, if you've been in since May, we were down here at 0.001, and well, let me go back here. We were down here at 001, and then so that was essentially almost like a 7x. So almost like a 7x. Looks like, yeah, it was about a 7x. Obviously we had some pullbacks, but again, it looks like now everyone is attempting to buy the dip and accumulate some more ZBCN, because many in the community, they definitely feel this can get to 1 cent. They definitely feel this can get to 10 cents during this bull run. And we have some even more bullish posts that have price targets well beyond that, saying for future price targets, even $1. I've seen that on different posts, different videos. But again, with these projects, you can have all the utility in the world, which this project does. It has payroll on the blockchain. It has the silver and black card. It has DPIN with this, which is a point of sale device, which will be at different merchant locations. It has all that, but you can have all the utility in the world. If nobody knows about the project, then that's an issue. And also, excuse me, one other thing we got to look at is we have to look at where it is listed. So, if we go here and look, it's listed on Gate, it's listed on OKX, KuCoin, BitGet, Meteora is listed on there, and Crypto.com, again, that's a big exchange. Bing X is listed there. Biofin is listed there. So we're already having this volume already. So imagine when Coinbase lists, imagine when Binance lists, when Gemini lists, and various other tier one exchanges, it's going to be game over. So we have to keep that in mind that folks are paying attention. They understand what's going on. Volume and attention is everything. And I feel that definitely with this project that we will get more listings because it hasn't let up. I can understand if that 24-hour volume let up significantly and nobody was talking about it. Then I was like, okay, we need to reevaluate it. But this project still strong. It's on a discount, sitting at 0.0045. So a nice healthy DCA point, buying on red days, and an opportunity to accumulate even more ZBCN if you have the risk capital. Again, make sure you're only using risk capital with these investments. So I hope this video provided you with some value, as it is so obvious that what we're seeing with ZBCN, this project is at a healthy point and it's going to continue to grow to be a powerhouse in the future. I want to thank you for listening and thanks for stopping by.